Mark using a body double when he's naked, or was he just full Wahlberg?
That's full Wahlberg. I
That's
mean,
him.
he committed. He who can pull off a Mark Wahlberg body double? I mean, no, he was full commitment.
John Hamburg, how are you today, sir? Great to get to chat with you.
I'm great. Great to chat with you as well.
Thank you very much. And we're here to talk about Me Time, specifically your new film that you've directed with Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Hart, coming to Netflix on Friday, August 26th.
You got it.
Awesome film. I had a chance to watch it. Very funny. Just so many laugh out loud moments, like one right after the other. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I'm glad you got some laughs out of it. That's one of the goals. That's the main goal for sure.
Right. Yeah, you want people to laugh, and they are going to. I'm curious, the chemistry between Kevin and Mark is just so great on screen. And was that just kind of a seamless thing for you to be able to capture as director?
It sometimes directors will look you in the eye and go, it was easy, but really the cast hated each other. But this is an easy answer because it's true. They loved each other. They had known each other, but hadn't worked together. And so I think they were looking forward to it. And they just clicked, from moment one. They really made each other laugh and in different ways and, appreciated each other. And so it kind of makes my job much easier.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that when they get along very well, it's just easy to grab. Yeah. There's one aspect of the film. There's got so many questions I got. I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a scene, I think it's in the trailer, when Kevin and Mark first meet up for Kevin for the birthday party, for Tuck's birthday party.
Yep.
And my wife made me promise to ask,
okay,
Mark using a body double when he's naked, or was he just full Wahlberg?
That's full Wahlberg.
That's him.
He committed. Who can pull off a Mark Wahlberg body double? I mean, no, he was full commitment. I will say that scene was not in the first draft that Mark committed to. But,
really?
Kevin was the one who was like, I feel like we need a bigger introduction for the Huck character. He didn't say what. And, so I came up with the idea that you might see him and he's been skinny dipping, and felt kind of like a unique way to introduce this character that it would say a lot about him and about the dynamics between him and Kevin. And Mark was, as long as it was a close set and it was from behind, Mark was game. That was also his first day of filming, I should say. So we threw him into the deep end. So tell your wife, Mark is a committed actor.
That's fantastic. Another thing that I really want to know is, the movie has a lot of tortoises. Where do tortoises fall on the list of maybe difficult animals to work with? Are they on the easier end or the more difficult end?
I would answer this question two ways. Super easy, because they rarely leave their mark. So, you put them on, you point the camera, they're not going anywhere. They're a slow animal. You may not know that about tortoises. They do leave their droppings, which are sizable, all over the set. So their wrangler is constantly sweeping that up. Didn't really know that. Didn't think about that. And you can't get a performance out of a tortoise. It's very difficult. So, you have to really take some time just to have the tortoise look up as if Kevin's talking to it or something like that. So it takes a bit of time to get a performance. But on the spectrum, they were, easier to work with than ferrets, let's say, which I had in my movie, Along Came Polly.
Yes. I do remember that. Man, John, Along Came Polly, and Josh, and so many of your movies over the years, just incredible lines and quotes. I mean, you kind of gave us the term shart. Like, you are responsible for that. And that is like a regular use in just, vernacular these days. Is it ever weird? Like, do you ever hear it in just like a public setting or something, and you're like, oh, that's funny?
I do. Am I proud of it? I don't know. We all have our skills in life, I guess. writing these things is mine. It's a limited skill set, but I've tried to do the most I can with it. And so anytime I hear a line that I've been involved in quoted, I am super grateful, and it tickles me to no end.
I want to go back to the tortoise for a second, because I have something in my head.
Okay.
There's a scene kind of, again, early in the movie, Kevin, the tortoise, is in the house and he slips and he falls because of tortoise droppings. Was that something that was added because of the tortoise thing, or did you already have that in the script?
No, that was seeing those droppings.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I think we gotta change this up a little bit. So, so it was added once I started to really see behind the curtain of a tortoise.
Yeah, that felt, being a dad and a pet owner myself, a lot of what Kevin's character goes through felt, tragically relevant.
Yeah, I was trying to capture, honestly, I was trying to capture exactly what you just said, which is like, there tends to be one parent who deals with a lot of the animal stuff, if you happen to have an animal. And his happens to be a tortoise as opposed to a golden doodle, but, which is a lot more fun pet. But I was just trying to capture that very relatable, dynamic.
That's a great switch up too, to have a tortoise instead of, like a dog or cat or something like that. I want to for a second maybe spotlight I want to make sure I say her name correctly. Ilya. Thelma.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, when she shows up, and for a second you think like, oh, this is going to be kind of a character that we see for a minute and goes away or something. And she ends up being in the rest of the movie, and her chemistry with Mark and Kevin is so good. What was it like kind of being on the opposite side of the camera for those scenes?
She's incredible. So Ilya plays Thelma, the Uber driver who just randomly comes into their life, as Uber drivers, rideshare drivers do. And then we usually never see them again, but she's becoming a part of the family with these guys. She's incredible. She was fairly recently graduated from Yale School of Drama. So she is like a seriously trained thespian who's also incredibly funny, incredibly gifted. And, when she auditioned, it was like, oh my God, who is this person? And we have to grab her because she's going to become huge. And she is really, really funny. That's one of the joys of making these movies. We didn't discover her because she'd been working a bit, but like Kevin and Mark didn't know her, and you put them in a scene and they're like, who is this person who's just blowing me away? And, it's so much fun to work with somebody like that, who's kind of at the beginning of what's going to be an amazing career.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. She's got a long road ahead of just laughs and laughs and laughs in her wake. Listen, I think my time is nearly up, but I want to pitch you something real quick, John.
Okay.
Just a brief. Okay. I'm not going to give anything away. We're not going to talk about the ending, but I'm just going to say a Me Time sequel that crosses over with Dirty Work. Okay.
Okay. Not where I thought you were going to go with that, but okay.
Maybe we track down Artie Lang. I'm just saying, I feel like Ilya and Kevin and Mark, I just feel like it's the makings of a good concept.
You had me at Me Time sequel, and then you lost me. But I'll see it. I'll percolate on it.
I'll give it another try. I'll tell you, I'll think about it, and I'll come back with another one.
Great.
John, listen, man, thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
Thank you. It's been fun.